Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Amir Hussein, and today we're going to be talking about some projects that I'm going to be looking at, some projects that you guys should probably be keeping your eyes on. So we're going to go over all of that, and obviously there's been a lot of new things that have been happening in the space here and there. I haven't made a video in a couple days, so I want to cover all of the news, what I'm seeing, and where things are going. And we do also have a bunch of super hyped projects that are going to be coming in the next couple of weeks or months, and those are going to be like the obvious projects, obviously, that we all know of, that are going to be really big, which I will state later on in the video. And then also I want to remind you guys to please go subscribe down below, go like the video, go do all that stuff. Thank you guys so much for all the support. And since we've seen a little bit of a slowdown in the market, I'll also go over like how to deal with bear markets, how to deal with market slowdowns. I've been through it myself. I've been in this space for like, I don't know, 6 to 7 months now. It's been a while. So I've dealt with these slowdowns. I've dealt with the bear market, and I know what to do. And I've been pretty successful with shifting from the bear market to the bull market. And I kind of have a good idea on what to do. So, make sure to stay tuned for that. I'm going to talk about that also. So without waiting any longer, let's go ahead and get into the first project. We have DeFi Friends. This one, obviously, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but the art here looks super cool. Obviously, the art's like still the meta right now with the NFT space. People are, they say we're gonna buy projects for the utility and all that stuff, but it's still we're still not there yet. But with this project, obviously, I think a lot of people are gonna want to FOMO into this project just because of the art. It's pretty off the charts, I'm not gonna lie. Art looks really good, really gravitational towards the eye. And besides that, I have seen a couple of other people talk about this project. And I'm sure it's a little bit easier now to get onto the whitelist than if they were to be like really big. So probably try to go ahead and get on their Discord. They have a closed Discord here, as we can see, which is obviously the meta. So keep your eye out for that, to try to get on the Discord. Besides that, I did speak to the founder for this project just because I wanted to chop it up and see what they're thinking behind the scenes, where their mind is at. And what I can say from my conversation with the founder is that he seems pretty cool, he seems pretty genuine, and he seems like he's actually trying to bring the project in the right direction. And obviously no paid promo here, it's just me sharing my thoughts. And guys, besides that, I just think it's cool, refreshing, and it just looks family friendly, which is obviously something really, really good in the space. And also, while we're on that, guys, I finally have a mic stand. I'm not going to be holding the mic anymore, which I always do in all my videos. That was kind of like my branding, which is kind of gone. No big deal. I've kind of gone Hollywood on you guys with this new mic stand, but it's no big deal, guys. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the next project. Well, I have no water, I'm thirsty as hell, but let's do it. We have Roborowski. I don't know how to pronounce it. It sounds like it's some Polish guy or something like that. With this project, obviously they have a little bit of more followers than the last project, but here we can see, NFT project initiated by Hollywood Class Enterprise. All right, cool, whatever. Projects put all that stuff to make themselves look good, I understand, but I'm just trying to look at the project's actual hype, what the project looks like and all that stuff. And I'm just trying to see the numbers, trying to see how this can possibly be good for someone to hold for either short term or long term. But with this project, we can see here a little bit of different art here, something a little bit different from what I've seen. We can see here a little bit of a trailer. This looks really cool, not gonna lie. But I do want to see what the actual art is going to look like. I think this is what it's going to be looking like. And with this one, I did speak to the team also just to see where their mind is at, just to see if they're actually trying to look in the right direction, if they're actually for the community. And with this one, they do have the locked Discord, so they're actually trying to build their community here. And they're actually trying to take the steps to build a brand here, which is cool to see. Let's see if they can actually pull it off. A lot of projects try to do brand building and all this stuff. It doesn't work out for most, but for some it does. And obviously for the few that it does, they can possibly be really successful in the long term, which is what a lot of you guys want to do, And it's a lot easier for a lot of you guys just to hold on to a project that just goes up, right? But in reality, that's not what's going to happen. You're going to see those ups and downs with projects. So you just kind of got to figure out what projects you want to hold on to for the long term, because a lot of these projects are not going to be big name brands. A lot of these projects are not going to be billion-dollar companies. So I just want you guys to keep your eye out for that, because a lot of people think that they can buy the dip on projects and stuff, and they can buy a steal price on projects and stuff. But in reality, there's no such thing as that. If the project is not actually gonna try to go ahead and become a billion-dollar brand or a huge $100 million company, so keep that in mind, guys. These are NFT projects, but at the same time, these are full-fledged companies which are trying to build in the space. And for the ones that are not trying to build in the space, send them to zero. So I just wanted to really put that out there. But now what I want to do is cover some things that have been happening in the space. I just want to also talk about what I'm seeing in the market and all that other cool stuff. So today we did have Pixelmon mint. Let me bring them up really quick. Let's see, Pixelmon, they actually minted today, and a lot of people actually FOMO'd in right away on the Dutch auction. And a lot of people FOMO'd in literally right away for the Dutch auction. It was like 3 ETH at the start, and I was watching it. Everyone FOMO'd in right away. There was like thousands and thousands of sales literally in the first few minutes. It was pretty crazy to see. Literally like I think like $50 million in like 5 or 6 minutes. It was so crazy. And I think in the first 10 minutes there was like $60 to $70 million collected on their smart contract, which is just mind blowing. They collected, I think, over like 20,000 Ethereum, guys. That's pretty mind-blowing if you were to ask me. So a lot of people are pretty pissed off because, you know, here we can see the floor price is now currently half of what most people minted it at, which is pretty sad to see. Obviously, a lot of people sold off when they saw the news of it. I think that it was the founder or something. He was like selling whitelist allegedly. I don't know if that's completely true. Please don't quote me on that. I'm just transferring you guys some information that I saw. With that being said, you know, they obviously sold out pretty quick. And then, you know, we can also see here that they are going to be launching their game down the line in the future in a little bit of a while. And I did make a tweet here earlier that kind of was like my thoughts on what was going to happen with the market. And it's kind of saying that, like, based off Pixelmon, if Pixelmon can do well, then I can see other big projects doing well in this like kind of weird vibe market, which is basically like the Ethereum price going up slowly. It's climbing like slowly, you know, 5% every day, 2% every day. And people get scared. Like, people want to sell their NFTs right away. People just want to like mass list their NFTs and get rid of all of them because they're scared that they're not going to be liquid anymore with like a, you know, a possible bear market, which is completely possible. But I think people are over exaggerating a little bit. I think people are overreacting a little bit, and it's kind of just like a domino effect where everyone else just kind of lists on top of the other person, and then it's just like an undercutting cycle. So that's what we're kind of seeing right now. And then obviously I like went ahead in depth and just explained what I was thinking and all that stuff. You know, when you really want to think about it, like if Pixelmon sold that many NFTs like right away at a 3 ETH mint price, like, guys, that's pretty insane, and that's pretty bullish for me if you want to ask. Again, like, this game was super hyped up, this project was super hyped up, but like, guys, we have like projects like Tasty Bones that are like super cheap, like 0.069 ETH mint. Imagine how that's gonna look, right? We even had Karofuru, and that was like a 0.2 mint for the private sale, and I think like 0.4 or 0.5 for the public sale. Guys, that's like, those projects did extremely well, and they were lower mint. We have a lot of bigger projects like Antonym, like WGMI interfaces, like Invisible Friends, like Imaginary Ones, like The Other Side, and just like some of those other projects that have a ton of following, and those are coming up, and those are not going to be anywhere near this price of what Pixelmon was at like 3 ETH, which is insane to me. Craziest thing I've ever seen. Can't believe that many people FOMO'd into it right away. There was way too much FOMO, and obviously there's a lesson to be learned there. With that much FOMO, like, you got to be really careful. There's so much emotion being played with that much money. People investing 3 ETH into a mint, they're gonna be emotional. And I know there's not that many people in the NFT space that can straight up just afford a 3 ETH mint that easily and not have to worry about it and not need to sell it. Like, there's gonna be people that are gonna try to flip it right away. I know a lot of people were having the intentions that they were gonna be able to flip it right away, and obviously that didn't work out. So that's why we're seeing these results of Pixelmon floor literally half of the mint price, which is obviously super sad. So guys, with that being said, obviously there's just slowdown in volume in the market. It's just what you're gonna see with the Ethereum price going up a little bit. And then, you know, we obviously have Azuki still doing really well. We have, you know, Bored Apes and all that stuff. And, you know, we have seen a big sell-off on like Hype Bears. We've seen a little bit of a sell-off on Karofuru. I know a lot of bigger people are really bullish on Karofuru, but to be honest, for me, I just want to see where this goes. You know, I am holding one still. I didn't sell it yet, but I'm just really curious to see where it goes. And obviously, Hate Beast, a lot of people fudded it. A lot of people said the art looked like trash, or the art was not up to par for the expectations, which is obviously understandable. The project was literally probably the most hyped up project in NFT history, and it didn't perform as we thought it would have. So, you know, people were saying Metaverse 2.0. I'm not going to disagree, but I'm not going to agree completely, because I think that they're going to have some cool stuff coming up. But again, I'm not too sure. I'm not invested into that project, but let's see where it goes. But play to earn is kind of like the move right now. A lot of people are investing into like play to earn projects, or like actually interactive NFTs where you can like play or like use them into something. So that's where a lot of people's eyes are at. Just make sure you guys are keeping your eye there. But guys, besides that, I just wanted to keep, you know, you guys in the loop. I wanted to bring this all to your guys' attention. That was the whole point of this video. But guys, just keep your eye out for like these huge projects, because obviously with a lot of people coming into the space and everything, they're going to be looking for what's the most hype project. And obviously the most hype projects like Antonym, like Tasty Bones, like WGMI interfaces, like Invisible Friends, like Imaginary Ones, like all these bigger projects, this is what people are going to be keeping their eyes on. And if you can possibly get a whitelist on those, obviously you're going to do really well. That's common sense at this point. So just try to get onto those bigger projects. If there's like a small project that you don't know if it's gonna do well or not, I wouldn't even waste your time to get a whitelist on there, because in this type of current market right now, you're not going to see any of those smaller projects just completely moon. You're not going to see too many degen plays right now. Some of the money might be shifting into crypto now. I don't know. But so, just a lot of those people who were in NFTs just because crypto was slowing down, they're probably going to leave. They're probably just going to go back to crypto once crypto starts moving again, which is obviously super common, super normal. There's no problem with that. But you guys just got to keep your eye out. I would not be heavily over invested into anything. You guys are probably going to get wrecked in these types of markets. And if there is a bear market, don't worry guys, just accumulate over time quality projects. Like for me, I accumulated Cyberkong super cheap. I was looking at Mutant Apes. I didn't scoop any, but I was looking at all these projects in the bear market and they were so juicy. I was just trying to basically scoop up as many blue chips as possible. And then when the bull market came, I ended up doing super well. And I saw these blue chips that I was trying to accumulate over time, pretty much 2 to 3x in this bull market, which is obviously super cool. That only took about a month period to make all those flips and all that stuff. And obviously some of them I'm still holding, which is really cool. But you're gonna get these crazy projects like Mutant Ape that are gonna just go to like a 25 ETH floor off of like what was it, like 4 ETH like 2 months ago. So guys, you're gonna see that happen. This is pretty common in the NFT space, so just keep your eye out guys. Minting projects is gonna be good for like a short-term thing, but if you really want to make the big gains, you got to really get into these blue chips when they're super cheap, or find a potential blue chip when they're super cheap and just ride the wave up. Do not be that guy who's gonna sell after a day or make a 0.1 ETH profit. You're not gonna be able to make those juicy gains that you want. So guys, with that being said, this is just kind of like everything I'm seeing guys. None of this is financial advice. I'm just kind of just trying to show you guys what I'm seeing, just trying to show you guys some cool projects or whatever. None of this is paid promo. I obviously just make these videos because I like these projects. But guys, besides that, thank you so much. Make sure to go subscribe down below guys. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. And with that being said, go follow the Twitter. Peace.